Okay guys, so now I'm here with Rob Bishop, who's actually the head of rides here at Chessington World of Adventures. So Rob, where did you get the inspiration to go for the Kobra?
For the land as a whole, we were very conscious that it's obviously the World of Adventures. Beano Land as it stood didn't fit within that, so we wanted to get that back online with the brand. The actual inspiration for the Wild Adventure itself, I mean our whole rebranding is Wild Adventures as a whole, so to then fit an Asian theme within it, the Kobra was a perfect fitting for that ride. We looked at a few options. We were restricted from a timescale point of view, so we had to get something that we could get in relatively quickly from a planning consent side as well. And yeah, it's really good. It's very well received so far.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we've had a good few goes already. I love it. So
good.
It's all good. So how difficult was it trying to take rides that you've already got and give them a whole new concept and try and give them a new lease of life?
It wasn't too bad actually. There's a lot of conversations regarding name suggestions, for example. Everyone had a lot of input on what names would fit. Just little things like the monkey swinger, you know, there's about 5 different options for that. The same with the bus. We looked at Bombay bus and various things. I think the hardest bit was probably, from what I've heard, was actually the menus within the restaurants to try and get that fit within the theme as well.
So in general, the rides were quite easy.
Yeah, the rides, there was lots of different ideas. Yeah, so just picking the ones that suited them.
We've got our lovely little tuk-tuks here. All very good. So can you give away or reveal any little bits of secrets for the fans of Chessington?
The park has a 5-year plan, and I mean within that there are plans for certain lands and what's going to happen. Unfortunately, at the moment we are restricted because, of course, it's planning permission. It's what would get approved. There are lots of ideas as to what areas we would prioritise. There is one area that's in mind to be done first, but again, until it's signed off, unfortunately, I can't say.
There you have it, guys. That's Rob, head of rides, not letting anything go. We're just going to have to wait and see, I guess. Okay, guys, we're now joined by Graham Mcgrath, who is actually the creative and experience manager here at Chessington World of Adventures. So I can imagine, being all the creative, you've had a lot of input on how it's all looking and, you know, what sort of things are going on next.
Yeah, it's been nice to be involved. Obviously, with a development of this size, we have a project team and a lot of people involved, but it all comes down to the details as well. So you can imagine getting down to all the nitty-gritty and all the extra elements.
Being attacked by the trees here is fantastic.
By the bamboo here. Yeah, it's getting in on the interview.
Yeah. I mean, you've got some really great sort of experience tactics going on. We've already had a chat with the tree over there.
You've met Banyan Maximus.
Yes, he's a very friendly character. Yes, I think.
It's I mean, that's a marvellous thing because it's something that you discover. The kids come along or their parents, and suddenly this tree is talking to you. And of course, there's a lot of mileage in terms of it's just the interaction, the fact that it can hear you and talk back. And what you won't have seen today, but we have a character called Rusty with Trusty his tuk-tuk, and comes into the area and has various little tricks and games that we can play with people. Again, it's that interaction.
Excellent.
It's that discovery of something, but very much connected to the land, to Wild Asia. So
I mean, the whole build-up as well, I've been looking on the website, and the whole build-up of the adventuring little girl and find it, so there is actually a whole story behind this area, isn't there?
It's very important, we feel, that there is a story in whatever we do, whether it be things at Halloween or when you're building a whole land. And it doesn't necessarily mean that you have to force that story down people's throats, but it's there and it gives an integrity to the whole thing. So when you are creating something, when you're putting something in, you can say, actually, does this fit? Does it work? And it keeps it together, and it's a holistic thing because it makes the whole thing bigger than the sum of its parts.
Yeah. Alright, so
it's the bamboo.
And again, the bamboo again. Now finally, because I know we've spoken about it before, the music is very, very important to you, and I'm glad that it's very, very good. So,
I tell you, I'd like to play you, you probably won't get to hear this just yet, but I'd like to play you the main theme as well that we've had for the park, which I know we spoke about in your last visit. But yeah, it's obviously, as you know, when we spoke about it, it's such a crucial thing, giving that atmosphere and ambience. And again, reinforcing the whole experience. So I'm glad that you liked it.
Fantastic. I just wanted to get that in there.
Great stuff.
Well, overall, I think, I mean, you've hit the nail on the head with the whole experience side of things.
So nice.
It's immersive.
It's so nice that your feedback and your response to it is generally so positive, because and again, because you came earlier on during the development, it's really nice.
Yeah.
It's really
it's amazing to see the change actually.
Because in ways you guys are experts, because you know you are.
You hear that, guys? You hear that?
You're the experts in terms of gauging that experience. So you've got so much to compare against, and it's just really nice to know that we're ticking the boxes. So.
No, it's definitely ticking all the boxes. As a family attraction, it absolutely hits every nail on the head. So thank you very much for a brilliant job, and you. Really creeped me out then. So thank you very much for a brilliant job, and you. And back over to, I did cut that bit out. Joined by Graham Mcgrath. He's actually the creative and entertainments manager here at Chessington. So I can imagine you have a lot. Did I get that wrong? Oh!
Thank you. CoasterForce is the best too.
Yay!
Much better than the roller coaster club Experince.